I know this is very personal, but I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy it. Game of Thrones, Season 1, Episode 10, Season Finale. Are you ready for this? I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it, Cassandra? She has her collar on for it. She's ready for it. She's here to guard the tower. Or the wall. Not the wall. I don't want her hanging out around the wall. That's not a good place to hang out. And I have a funny story about the diaper. We can get into that later if you want, but for now I just want to say thank you for joining me. If you're new, my name is Warren, this is Cassandra, and we are Mirrored Recollection. The last episode, that was pretty harsh. When he was saying Baelor at the end, that part where he had to hang on to her so she wouldn't see the sword fall onto her father's neck was pretty intense. Is everybody doing okay today? It's a cold one here. It's freezing outside. We're waiting on the big nor'eastern. We're probably going to get 6-8 inches of snow tonight. Sandra loves snow now that we found her a snowsuit made in Finland. She has sort of a wide chest, so it's difficult to find outfits and costumes that fit her. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Make sure your visitor doesn't say hi to everyone. All right, back here, baby girl. I might have to get in the covers. Oh man, is this one of those ones where I have to get in the covers? This could be it right here. Oh boy, my sweetheart. No, because if I get in the covers, you're just a cover. She loves the covers. She has to be under the covers. Thanks everybody for the kind comments and all the likes. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot because it encourages me and it makes me want to make more. So, thanks again. Here we go. Do you all want to see a reaction to history and lore after this? I've become aware of this, and to be clear, I haven't been watching, listening, or reading anything Game of Thrones since basically the last 3 episodes. Not even reading the logline before I watch the episode. So whenever I watch the episode, it's all completely a mystery and it's all new. Whatever happens, and it's a legit reaction. So I'm not keeping up with anything online about Game of Thrones. I don't even know how many seasons there are, so I just know that this next episode is called Blood and Sand, and it's the last episode of the season. I know that there's more seasons, which is great. I'm going to continue. Anyhow, yeah, let me know what y'all think. Game of Thrones, Season 1, Episode 10, Fire and Blood. Fire in a hole! Yeah, I have a stinky story about her later. It's kind of funny, but it's also... We both have a little bit of PTSD from it, so we're still in recovery, as you can tell. Alright, let's do this. You think there'll be some wolf action? Huh? Huh? Yeah, I'm not going to be receiving as many kisses today, I don't think. Hopefully not, because those kisses last week. And I think I know why. They're nice kisses. I appreciate those kisses, Cassandra, but... Do you want me to take your collar off, or do you want to wear it for the episode? Oh, you want to wear it for the episode? Okay, cool. Alrighty, we're going to wear it for the episode. Let's see what kind of turmoil we're going to go through here in this episode. We've talked enough. I saw a movie the other day with the guy who plays Jaime Lannister. It's called The Silencing. I'll admit, I watched the whole movie, and it was for fun. And I only watched it the whole way through because I was curious, but it seemed a lot like another movie that's out there that somebody else had made. But this version had quite a few plot holes, and just, I can't suggest watching it, really. Didn't make a lot of sense. Left me wandering around with a lot of questions. I'm just glad I didn't subject every one of you to it, but if there's some of you out there who enjoyed that movie, let me know why. I think he's a good actor, but with the right material. And I should really be paying attention to this map, because I know this map is changing throughout. all the friendly comments and likes. It really encourages me to go on each week and continue reacting to these episodes and enjoying my time with your presence. It means a lot. I have nobody to talk movies with, and when everybody talks movies with me in the comments, it means a lot. Oh man.
You'll be coming with me, boy, and you'll be keeping your mouth shut.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh. This is almost like Braveheart a little bit.
You're not a smart boy, is that what you're trying to say? Do you want to live, boy? North, boy. We're going north.
Oh, she needs to be a boy. Oh yeah, it makes sense, right? Doesn't want anybody to know that she's related to Ned. Alright, we're back to this scene with the three-eyed raven.
He told me to come with him, so I did. We went down into the crypt. My father was there. That's where I saw Father.
You see? He's not here.
I'm really curious how they're all going to find out about Ned's death. It's going to be traumatizing. Oh, shoot. Sandra, it's a wolf.
Rickon!
Shaggy dog.
I came to see Father. How many times have I told you he's in King's Landing with Sansa and Arya? He was down here. I saw him last night when I was sleeping. Here, Shaggy dog.
Oh, that's weird. Ghosts, huh?
But that doesn't mean that...
His spirit was in his... Oh no. This is where he finds out. Yeah, she's pretty without all that hair in her face. Oh no. This is when they all find out. Did she find out yet? Oh yeah, she must have just found out. Is that Robb? Oh, it's Robb.
Robb. Robb!
If you use a gun, you might be able to chop it down faster.
I'll kill them all. Every one of them.
We have to get the girls back. And then we will kill them all.
What are they gonna do with Jamie? Now that they killed Ned.
The lion ripped his balls off and
Is this guy like the Jester?
the boar did all the rest.
Tell me, which do you favor? Your fingers or your tongue?
Your Grace?
Fingers or your tongue? If you got to keep one, which would it be?
My tongue, probably.
Every man needs hands, Your Grace.
Good. Tongue it is.
Your Grace, please. I won't.
Oh no. You won't be able to taste anything. Are you kidding me?
Your Grace, please, I beg you.
This kid's not a joke.
I'm done for the day. I'll leave the rest of the matters to you, Mother.
Jeez.
Your Grace, please!
Ooh, man, he's unpredictable.
You look quite nice.
Thank you, my lord.
Your Grace.
Really? She's about to faint.
I want to show you something.
Man, he'd probably choke on blood. Oh, it might even bleed to death. I don't know. Well, I guess it was a hot knife.
No, please, no!
This one's your father.
Oh, God.
I gave him a clean death.
Jeez.
Mother says I'm still to marry you, so you'll stay here and obey. Look at him!
Yeah, you can't really unsee things.
That's your scepter, there. I'll tell you what,
Oh,
I'm gonna give you a
not
present.
her too?
After I raise my armies and kill your traitor brother, I'm going to give you his head as well.
Or maybe he'll give me yours.
My mother tells me a king should never strike his lady.
Oh. Do it.
Yeah, go.
Surprised there isn't a railing.
You'll be needing that again.
The king in the north!
Long live the king!
The king in the north!
Lady Stark.
I want to see him. Now.
Jamie?
You look lovely tonight, Lady Stark. Widowhood becomes you. Your bed must be lonely. Is that why you came? I'm not at my best, but I think I can be of service. Slip out of that gown and we'll see if I'm up to it.
I will kill you tonight, sir. Pack your head in a box and send it to your sister.
What's in the box?
Why is the world so full of injustice?
Because of men like you.
Will he be an ally now?
My son, Bran,
He saw you.
how did he come to fall from that tower?
I pushed him out the window.
Oh.
Why?
I hoped the fall would kill him.
Why?
You should get some sleep. It's going to be a long war.
Look at my son Joffrey and you'll know why.
First, we must return to Casterly Rock to raise
They
more.
have my son!
They have my son.
You will not take that whore to court. Do you understand?
So maybe now that he's not allowed to wed her, we'll see more of her. I didn't think she would last very long in the last episode, but maybe she will.
My son. Where is he? I want him. Where is he?
Is he gonna be a dragon?
The boy did not live.
What? Oh no.
Tell me.
But the dragon did?
How did my son die?
He never lived, my princess.
Stillborn?
He was scaled like a lizard.
Dragon.
Leather wings like the wings of a bat. When I touched him, the skin fell from his bones. He was full of grave worms. I warned you that only death can pay for life. You knew the price.
Show me what I bought with my son's life.
As you command, lady.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the horse's life.
He lives. You asked for life. Paid for life.
This is not life. When will he be as he was?
When the sun rises in the west, sets in the east,
Drogo's a vegetable now? I mean, incapacitated?
Do you know what happens to deserters? Move. No!
Poor Sam. Can't get anyone on his side.
No, he said I couldn't take you with me to King's Landing. He was very specific on that point.
He knew my name?
Whore.
I believe he used the word whore. He's always been a cunt.
Oh, it's Ghost. Oh no, they're chasing him. Oh! Jeez.
Samuel!
Sam.
Did we get him?
Lucky you've got plenty of padding.
I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all nights to come.
The Brotherhood. Needs some kind of handshake. Come back over to the dark side.
Kisheri la kajun. Shek mishrakiani.
What ride was that?
Hashureovas. Reova ateas anna.
How many words did they create for the show?
Hafine drife. Shek mishrakiani.
How would they keep him alive? How would he's not eating? They don't have a feeding tube.
When the sun rises in the west, then you shall return to me, my sun and stars.
You gonna put him out of his misery? The pillow over his face? Oh, I knew it! Sandra, I hope you never do that to me.
He's a capable young man. Strong military mind. Stern. Sternness in defense of the realm is no vice.
Will he lose his head first?
I must be one of the few men in this city who doesn't want to be king.
You must be one of the few men in this city who isn't a man.
You can do better than that.
When they castrated you, did they take the pillow with the stones? I've always wondered.
Have you? Do you spend a lot of time wondering what's between my legs?
Half of them would turn you over to the king quick as spit for a pardon. And the other half would do the same, except they'd rape you first.
Sleepy girl.
And when you're pissed, do it in the woods alone.
What's a gutter rat like you do with a sword? I could use me a sword like that.
We'll take it off him.
Give it here, midget.
She meant shish kebab them.
You better give me that sword!
I like killing fat boys.
Oh, you like picking on the little ones, do you? You know, I've been hammering an anvil these past 10 years. When I hit that steel, it sings. You gonna sing when I hit you?
Isn't he the true king?
How many days in a row must a man be expected to start his day with ham? Bring me some beer at least. We beheaded everyone that ran away for the night. Only ghosts would guard the wall. Because the Pike's men discovered 4 blue-eyed corpses, unlike us. They were wise enough to burn them. Are you a brother of the Night's Watch? Or a bastard boy who wants to play at war?
call is go if you wish, no one will stop you. You swore to obey me. Those who would harm you will die screaming.
She's going to set herself on fire, but she will not burn.
You will not hear me scream. I will, but it's not your screams I want. Only your life.
What did they put on it to make it so flammable? Walk straight through it. It's just mind over matter.
Blood of my blood.
So will they become fully grown in the next season? That's it? That was it? That was the episode? How long was that? Goodness. Shoo-wee. How the heck? What the? Oh, it was normal length, I guess. Yeah. Cassandra, you slept through the whole thing. The whole thing. I knew it. Dragons. I knew they were going to happen at some point. So they gave me what I wanted. That's good. Drogo died. I like that. Not a very big fan of Ned dying, but I can live with it. I guess what was I thinking I'd get a little bit more out of that episode of, like, what plot line didn't they really cover in that episode? I think they pretty much covered everybody quite well. Man. We have to watch the next season now. I have to tell you a story about Cassandra before I forget. As you may or may not know, she is from Los Angeles. That's where we came from before we moved over to the East Coast. We're in the Northeast now. We're in New England. So she was born February 4th, 2019. And let's see, 2020 is when we got that collar for her. The beginning of 2020, right before the pandemic, my buddy came out to Los Angeles, Chad. He flew out, came to visit us. It was like right around when COVID was just starting. It was like he was able to get a flight in before they canceled all that stuff. And we ended up going hiking, and I might be able to find some pictures to add to the story. We liked this hike that we found. We called it the Oasis hike, and we wanted to take my buddy out to this hike. I have a couple stories that are related to this specific trail, but this trail is out in the San Gabriel mountain range, or San Bernardino, one of those two. I think it was San Gabriel. They were both between an hour and a half away from where we lived in Hollywood. So we would go out there for these hikes, and it was really pretty. I might be able to scrounge up some images to give you an idea of what it looked like. But there was a little oasis because there was a spring and pockets of water. The creek bed may have had spots that were a few feet deep. And Cassandra likes to run ahead of us on the trail when we're hiking. My buddy who's with us hiking, he's an avid dog owner. He's had dogs for quite a few years now, so he's had his share. He knows what it's like to handle dogs and what kind of things they get into. She's never dealt with a skunk. She's been around a porcupine, but she's never been sprayed by a skunk. But I did have to bathe her in tomato sauce because of this story. No skunk, but something else extremely ratchet. So we get to about the top of the hike, and we're up to where the oasis is, and Cassandra's ahead of us, and she starts to run back down the trail towards us, and we notice that she has something smeared against her side, like this, and upon further inspection, it seemed to have been human feces. And I'll be honest, I'm someone who's drank beer in the past and kind of has an idea of what a night of fun looks like in the bathroom the next day. And I can bet you that whatever she rolled in had something to do with beer and a person going on an early morning hike without relieving themselves before they left home, because she found whatever they did behind that tree and she rolled in it, and it was the most foul, disgusting smell I've ever smelled on anything. It's bad enough it happens in a bathroom, but this poor girl, she loved it. She didn't think anything was wrong. I was afraid of, like, I don't want to get the stuff on me. I don't have gloves. I'm not prepared. I don't know what the kind of diseases this person has that had to go off the trail and relieve themselves. So in order to clean her off, I didn't have anything to clean her off with. I had to actually physically pick her up and throw her into the water. This is the saddest part about the whole story, because it confused her and she didn't really know what was going on, because we were clearly upset with her. And, she's not a small dog. She's a 70-pound dog. It took a lot of effort to pick her up around her body and wing her out into the water so that she was hopefully going deep enough, or out far enough that she could go deep enough to where it would come off of her body. And I had to do it like 3 or 4 times. I would throw her in the water, and this was like, I don't know, this is like March. So the water's cold. The air's not that cold. It may have been in the 60s, but the water was probably like 40s, 50 at least. I would throw her in, and she'd be like, "Why would you do that for?" She would come back out looking all sad, and I would pick her up and I'd throw her back in. And after a few times of doing this, the poop would start to come off of her, and we had to ride in the car with her for another hour and a half, with that smell on her, somebody else's smell on her, that was just like beer shits. It had to have been beer shits. By the time I got home, I put her in the bathtub and just opened up all the cans of tomato sauce I had and just started pouring it on her and washing her off as best I could. It took a while, but I almost wish it was a skunk. I mean, I really do wish it was a skunk, because I don't have to worry about like hep or anything. But you're a dirty girl. You're a dirty girl. Well, we'll have to see everybody in the next episode. I'm not really quite sure what we're going to do. If it's going to be the next episode in the season 2 of Game of Thrones, or if it's going to be something else. I might give something else a try. Suggestions, put them down below. That'd be nice. I think that's it, Cassandra. You little girl. Alrighty. Okay. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Remember the last episode when I said something about Cassandra's breath, and I thought maybe it had something to do with the treats I was making for her? I make dehydrated treats. Sometimes I go to local market where they have locally raised poultry, and I pick up bags of hearts and liver for her. I'll clean them up and put different seasonings on there for her that are safe for dogs. And I thought that may have been what was causing a little bit of bad breath, but that may have not been the case. As it turns out, Long story short, she has a friend that likes to stop by a couple times a year. Her name is Miss Estrus. Miss Estrus is rather peculiar. She gets around. She has a lot of friends. She's here this week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how long. Sometimes it jumps around. I don't know how long it lasts. We just take it day by day, and with that comes a lot of cleaning on her end. She likes to keep herself clean. You might have heard before, with estrus comes a heat cycle, and when the heat cycle comes, another rather gross friend pays a visit, and that's what the diaper is for. Keeps her from cleaning herself a little bit too much, and it keeps her from making a mess throughout the house. So those kisses that she was giving me last week, it may not have been bad breath because of what she was eating. It may have had something to do with her lady thing. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to gross everyone out, but we're just gonna leave the diaper off for a little bit, okay? It'll pass. It'll pass. They're nice kisses. I appreciate those kisses, Cassandra, but she's looking for a boyfriend, by the way. Long walks on the beach. Loves them. Hikes. Swimming. You would think this dog was a Labrador. I could throw anything out there as far as I wanted. It could be a submarine. I'll throw it out there. 1,000 yards. And she would swim out there and pull it back and bring it to me. She could totally do that. I've seen it. She could totally do that. This collar was made, we found this collar on Etsy. And there's an artist on there. She makes collars for guardian dogs. And if you know anything about guardian dogs, a lot of times they're the big dogs that protect the farm. They wear guardian collars to protect themselves against predators such as bears, lions, coyotes, wolves. And since we've always lived in a place with lions or coyotes, around here we have coyotes pretty much as big as wolves, but there were a lot of coyotes in California and a lot of mountain lions. So when we went on hikes and camping, we felt a lot more comfortable when we had the collar on her. Not only is it flashy, it does serve a purpose. It protects her neck from anything possible. You never know. You never know. And we only really put it on her when we take her to those places. I only have it on now because this is the final episode of Game of Thrones, and, well, of the season, so I thought it would be a cute inclusion. It doesn't bother her. They do make them with spikes. Back in the day when they used to make them, it was basically a belt that went around their neck, and they had nails sticking out on it. You would hammer nails through it and then wrap it around the dog's neck, and it was basically nails that stuck out about that far, and it kept wolves from biting their dogs' necks when they had to protect sheep or cows, whatever. You'll see collars like this on dogs like her, catch dogs, dogs that go after wild boar. They use collars to protect their necks when they're dealing with that. A catch dog is a dog that finds the game and catches it and holds on to it until the hunter arrives and dispatches the game in a safe, quick manner. Of course, after the dog's held on to it for a little bit, it's already been through discomfort, but pigs are extremely tough animals, and I can tell you one thing, they're tanks. These dogs are tanks too, but they are precious, and they're vulnerable in some areas. I don't know why I'm going on about this, but I thought maybe you all would think that was interesting. So this artist, I think her name is Rebellious Collars on Etsy. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. She had an Instagram. She makes small ones for like French bulldogs. She'll make large ones for Cane Corsos, Rottweilers, any dog that you have around the house that is going to guard it or protect it. Or if you just want something fashionable, it looks good. I think it's gator skin leather. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's gator skin and brass. It's a lot brighter if I clean it up. I haven't cleaned it up in a while. And sometimes the little diamonds fall out, but I replace them. I like it. It's medieval. It's punk. It goes very well for her name. She's named after a hit 90s flick. Maybe you all will be able to guess it. Her name's Cassandra, so maybe you can guess the movie. The girl who made this collar is from Ukraine. I haven't been on Instagram or Facebook for a long time, so I'm not really sure if she's still on there or not, but you should support her if you're interested in a collar like this. I'm not in any way affiliated with her, but I think she makes really nice art, and I don't know what she's going through now, but I know that she lives someplace that's dealing with a lot of turmoil at this moment, so yeah.